Good morning, my millionaire growth partners. My name is Otis Tucker, the world's first trillionaire. I am creating financial freedom for billions of people around this world. I am creating a million millionaires. I am the greatest leader that ever lived, people. I am God, and most important, I manifest the words I speak. My message today, people, is for you to start creating the visions of the future you desire. You know, it's like, as much as I consider myself to be very developed and is obviously actively pursuing my goals and dreams, the one thing that I have not taken the time enough of to really get busy doing is visualizing or creating a vision, I should say, of exactly what my amazing future look like. And it's like, I think the hesitation for most people to create the vision of what they desire or want and not what they have is that they try to figure out how they're going to deliver on that. And the problem with that, people, is that if we know how to do it already, we would have already done it. You know what I'm saying? So it takes, man, a strong will, strong faith in the Spirit of God, and just knowing that He will provide for all our wants and needs, man. No matter how big your vision is, how big your goal is, or how impossible it may seem, just know that the Spirit of God got us, people, and the Spirit will lead us and attract the things that we want to need to manifest the goals that we desire to have. And once you have that premise, then it gives you the freedom to really start visualizing and aggressively figuring out what it is that you want. You know, my biggest goal and vision that God gave me back in December is that this year I'm moving to Jamaica with my family. And, it's like, that's the vision that God gave me. But it's like, as human beings, man, in our bodily form, we keep trying to control things and do things the way we know how. You know what I'm saying? And when you do that, people, it limits you because, you're letting the divine source guide us, but instead we're focusing on what we have the ability to do right now, because that's the natural reflex, people. I even sold myself to the point where I was like, man, let me wait another year and go next year. Listen to me, people. There's never a perfect time for anything. Just realize that. In fact, the life, man, is that you just have to choose and just trust in God that He will provide all the means and needs that are necessary to attain and accomplish the things you want. One of the recent things that I'm really not just realizing, but really owning for myself is realizing that the greatest gift that God has given us, people, is the ability to create the future that we desire. We create it, people. We create it with the visions that we create with our imagination, our mind. We created, people, by trusting and having faith that the Spirit of God that lives inside of us will literally guide us and attract everything we need to deliver on the promises that we profess, declare, or affirm that we want and desire. So with that being said, people, it's like, it's bold, it's scary, it's crazy, but you know what, man? It's like, what's the alternative? To keep doing what you've been doing, to keep doing what I've been doing? Listen, man, my suggestion to you today, people, is to be bold and fearless, man, and go after your goals and dream and leave it all on the line. When I used to run track back in high school, man, I never forget my high school coach, Coach Anderson, man. He used to always tell me, if I'm still standing, walking nicely when I'm finished my race, that means I didn't leave it all on the track. The only thing you can ever do, people, is give 100%, man. And you'll be surprised what 100% of you look like. How do you ever really know if you don't keep pushing the limits and keep pushing the boundaries, You have to keep pushing the limits, people. Stretch yourself, Come up with goals that seems impossible and have the confidence and belief and the faith that God and the universe will provide the things that you need to manifest the goals that He has given to you, I'll share with you some of the visions that God have given to me, man. Facts, things that I know is that one of my purpose here on this earth, people, is I'm here to unite the Caribbean islands, and I'm here to unite Africa. Africa and the Caribbeans. That's one of my biggest things there that I know I'm here for. You know, it's like I find myself on a daily basis, not just studying and watching up videos on Jamaica, but just learning about what's happening in between the Caribbeans and Africa, you know. What I see in my vision, people, because again, I'm creating it. That's the beauty of it. It's like, it's that literally, man, is that the Spirit of God gives us the ability to create the visions of what we see as possible. And what I know, people, is that the countries that have goals and visions and active plans that they're pursuing is what allows them to accomplish the things they desire. I know also that Jamaica is the eye of this world. And I know I'm very instrumental in making that happen, people. You know, it's like within the next 5 years, don't ask me how I know these things, but I know Jamaica, as small as that island is a superpower. I'm not asking you, I'm telling you. You know, is that visions is what I see, people, and I go off my visions, man. You know, in Africa right now, who would have thought, man, the country over there, Burkina Faso, I think it is, man, create a car, electric car, that can charge within 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying? It's like, remember what I tell you, people, is that the least among us, man, it's like, you know, what I know is that the meek is the ones who inherit the earth, man. And it's like, I'm just happy to see the transition of what's happening in Africa and what's also fitting to happen in the Caribbean, man. Right now in Africa, you know, countries, like I said, Ghana, you know, landlocked countries and coastal countries, I see a lot of unification happening. I really see a borderless Africa, people. You know, it's like the biggest phrase that I got last night in my vision is that divided we fall, united we stand, people. You stay divided like we are right now, don't be surprised when you don't accomplish, well, that have proven itself for centuries. Nothing have happened that have progressed the country in any meaningful way. The continent of Africa. And I know, people, that as we unite, as they unite over there and they unite in the Caribbean, then what happens is it's like we solve our own problems. People, there's nobody coming to save you. There's nobody coming to save the Caribbean. There's nobody coming to save Africa, man. We have to save ourselves, people. Accountability, you know? And what I know is that as time goes by and what I see in the spirit is I see that all these countries will be trading with each other and finding there's whatever a country is lacking, the countries that have it as their strength will be teaching each other and trading with each other. And it just makes sense, man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, why send your why import from countries that don't care about you when you have other neighboring countries that have your best interests at heart, and you all can unite and work together to, again, united people, we stand, divided we fall. Always remember that, man. That's the biggest thing that I kept seeing in my visions last night. And that's not to say, you know, I mean, obviously, I'm here. I love the world, man. And I'm here to help billions of people. I know that. But at the same token, I know what my mandate is, people, is definitely to unite, you know, Africa and the Caribbean, you know. And it's like, I feel like, you know, it's like 3 times now, the spirit, to show me something powerful about Jamaica, people. There's something very spiritual about it. There's a spiritual energy that's down there, man. That's like a magnetic force that pulls you there. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I just know, I don't know exactly how it's going to happen, but I know facts that I am moving to Jamaica with my family this year. You know, it's like I'm just going to trust in God and the universe, man, to provide all the means that are necessary to make that happen, whatever that looks like, man. You know, I'm just focusing on being obedient at this point, people. And I want you to start creating a vision of what you see in your mind, people, and pray to God, man, for guidance in creating your vision for this world. With that being said, people, my declaration over your life, number 1, is that you are a millionaire. You are married to the person of your dream. You have amazing health and is in the best shape of your life, people. My prayer for you today, people, is that you heed this message, man, and get busy creating your amazing future out here, man. Sky's the limit, people. You know, I love this country, man, but there's no place like home in my eyes right now. I just know that I am looking forward to going home. And for you, I pray that the spirit, man, will continue to guide you, you know. Anyways, people, y'all have an amazing day. We'll talk tomorrow.